Okay, I'm going to show you how to play the bass part to the song Another Day by Pomplamoose. There's 4 parts, and I'm going to break down each of the 4 parts for you, and then you'll be able to play along with the song. It starts without bass in it until the 19-second mark on the video if you want to check it out. And the way the bass starts is with a little slide on the A string, which is the second string from the top of the bass. So the way you play the slide is put your left hand over the highest fret that you have on your bass on the A string, and then pluck once and slide down to the 13th fret. The 12th fret is the one with the double dots here, so you just slide into the 13th one, which is the one right above that. And once you land on the 13th fret, give 2 plucks on each note as you shift down the neck 1 fret at a time until you get to the 7th fret. This is all on the A string, all on the same string. And then shift down to the 1st fret. So it goes like this. 7th fret, 1st fret. So that's the first part. The second part goes like this. I'll play it for you slowly. So the way you play that is you start on the A string again, it's the second string from the top. First finger is over the 1st fret. Then shift your first finger up to the 3rd fret and play the next 2 notes that are right underneath your 2nd and 3rd finger or pinky, whichever feels more comfortable to you. I go like this with my pinky. After you play that, you play a mirror image of that just up 1 string on the D string. That's the 3rd string from the top of the bass. So after you play the 3 notes on the A string, play the same thing on the D string, same position, just a mirror image. So I'll play that for you slowly. So the last section of this part is a little tricky, but it's almost done. So I'll just show you how to play this part. Now after I played the mirror image on the D string, I shifted up to the 5th fret of the D string with my first finger. And the reason I did that is because I need to play the 7th fret on the G string, which is the top string of the bass. In this shape, which is known as a power chord shape, if you are familiar with that term, like that. That's a power chord. That's the low part, that's the high part of a power chord. So this part is low, high, shift down 1 fret, low, high, and then for the next low note, shift 1 more fret down so that you end the whole part on the 3rd fret of the D string. One more time. So I'll play that section one more time in rhythm. So the verse has you play that bass part 4 times before you go to the 3rd part I'm going to show you. And that part is kind of like a mirror image of the first part I showed you, but it's an opposite mirror. It starts on the low part of the A string, on the 1st fret, but you do the same thing where you pluck twice on each note. So you start on the 1st fret, shift up to the 3rd, then the the fourth, then the fifth, then the sixth, then the seventh, then the eighth. And after you play the two notes on the 8th fret, shift up to the 11th, one below the 12th, and then you play the first part again, which started on the 13th fret. So the way that third part goes again is like this. That's the 8th fret, that's the 13th fret. So that's the only hard part of that, is just shifting from there to there. And then shifting down to the 7th fret, and you stop there. That's the end of the verse, and now it's the chorus part, which also starts without any bass. It's just the voice saying the words, I am yours, da-na. You are mine, and after the words, you are mine, the bass comes in. I am yours, da-da-da, you are mine. The next part of the chorus involves the E string, the lowest string on the bass. You play the 3rd fret with either your pinky or your 3rd finger, and then up one string to the A string to the 1st fret, and up to the 4th fret on the A string. It's the same notes as the melody. So you play that on the 3rd time, that's the 1st, 2nd. On the 3rd time, shift up from the 1st fret here on the A string to the 1st fret on the D string, and then back down to the A on the 4th fret. So those are the 4 parts that you need to know in order to play the song. But the last verse of the song just involves alternating between the 2nd and the 3rd part. So the 2nd part was this. And the 3rd part, 8th fret, 13th fret. And the best way to alternate between those 2 parts is for when you get to the 8th fret here, instead of shifting up to the 13th fret, which is the note G sharp or A flat, you play that same note on the D string underneath your 1st finger. And then go back to the 2nd part. So I hope I didn't move too quickly for you. You can go back in my video and watch those specific parts over again.